Welcome to Info Hub. In our headlines, Lindo Creek COI continues, Matthews Ridge residents keen to meet manganese company officials, and GPHC offering free eye screening for Glaucoma Week. Stay tuned for the details of these and more.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Info Hub begins with an update from the ongoing Lindo Creek COI from Tiffany Rojas.
Former Police Commissioner Silal Prasad today testified that police ranks were not responsible for the Lindo Creek murders.
During the 5th of June 2008, I headed an operation including 6 additional police ranks and some civilians who knew the area, and went to Christmas Falls.
Prasad was crime chief at the time, acting on instructions of then Police Commissioner Henry Green. He explained that now Assistant Commissioner Clifton Hicken was part of the team which encountered Rondell Fineman Rawlings' gang at Christmas Falls, located in the Berbice River.
Early the following morning, Assistant Commissioner Hicken crossed the river in the boat that we took there. And shortly after that, I heard a series of gunshot sounds, including rapid fire, that lasted for a while. I thereafter crossed the river using the same boat and observed that there was the body of a person I later learned to be Otis Fifi, called Mother, with a gunshot injury to his face.
Commissioner Prasad said it was reported to him by Hicken that the men escaped in the direction of Lindo Creek. He added his team was then instructed by Commissioner Green to withdraw from the area since the joint services will be taking over the case.
My ranks were not at Lindo Creek. We were at Christmas Falls.
So from your knowledge, you're not aware of any member of the police force being in the Lindo Creek area during that period?
No, I am sure that we are not there because we left on the 6th and arrived in Georgetown on the 6th.
For Info Hub, Tiffany Rojas.
Today marks the 105th anniversary of the Rose Hall Martyrs. More in this report.
The martyrs were remembered during a small yet significant wreath-laying ceremony held at the Rose Hall Memorial Site, Kanji Berbice. The martyrs' heroic act, Minister George Norton said, must not be forgotten as their efforts played a critical role in the lives we live today.
As Guyanese, we must emulate the bravery of those fallen heroes. As Guyanese, we need to stand firmly to guard against injustices.
Region 6 Regional Executive Officer Kim Williams-Stephen reminded that 15 martyrs lost their lives in a quest to provide a good life for future generations.
If Guyana and the people of Rose Hall and the people of New Amsterdam is to have that life, that better life that our ancestors would have struggled and fought for to the end of their death, as we are commemorating today, then isn't it not time for us to put our energies together
The REO encouraged all to work together to ensure the martyrs' efforts were not in vain. The martyrs were killed by colonial police after protesting manager James Smith's decision to withhold a promise of 4 days of additional holidays. The workers were Moti Khan, Bolal, Sohan, Hulas, Badri, Jugai, Sadalu, Sarju, Lalji, Durga, Gafur, Rupan, Jagu, Nibur and Gobindai, the lone female. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
Education, motivation and encouragement are the keys to ensuring youths continue to develop innovative solutions. This was highlighted by the Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Carl Greenidge, at a special expo to mark Commonwealth Day. More from Paul McAdam.
Minister Greenidge was on Monday addressing an exhibition at the Guyana, which was organized by the Parliament in observance of Commonwealth Day 2018. He noted the key to mitigating the effects of fast-growing threats is the implementation of measures that ensure correct decisions are made.
You can't, of course, protect yourself against everything, but the main protection has to do with us putting in place the institutions, the organizations, and the educational systems that enable us to make reasoned and reasonable decisions about the challenges that face us. But perhaps even more importantly, it is important that our young people see that we are a reflective and organized people in confronting the future.
Minister of State Joseph Harmon noted that if nations work together, they can face unprecedented challenges and benefit from the numerous opportunities that are available for individual and collective sustainable development.
The Commonwealth remains at the forefront of policy research and global advocacy to assist small states to build resilience, access financing, alleviate debt burden, and devise measures to respond to natural disasters and the impact of climate change. We have and we can continue to achieve more as a collective than as individual states.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Barton Scotton, noting the displayed projects, expressed optimism that the fight against climate change is in good hands.
What struck me with the exhibits I've been able to look at is that they speak of concerns which we have now. It is a very good thing, and many of the exhibits speak of concerns in their respective villages, their respective communities. And that too is interesting and quite, from our point of view, quite promising for our future.
The exhibition showcased technology and science-based projects from several schools which provide solutions for combating climate change and environmental issues. Commonwealth Day is observed on March 12th. The Parliament Office has planned a series of activities to commemorate the event, which was observed under the theme Towards a Common Future. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Crystal Stull joined the Ghana Jyoti Association on Saturday as it hosted a ceremony to mark the start of the construction of the Craig Villages Mandir. Details in this report.
Minister of Foreign Affairs and the then acting president, Carl Greenidge, commended the Jyoti Association for its dedication to ensuring religion and culture remains vibrant in Guyana, since both play significant roles in the country.
This is a country which is blessed with an extensive array of resources. All Guyanese, I think, acknowledge the physical and natural resources, but I don't think we all always recognize the tremendous value of our multiculturalism to creating or to establishing brand Guyana, which is what we are. And so this is part of an exercise that I am especially pleased to be a part of.
Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali believes the vision behind the venture will aid in fostering social cohesion and community development.
I am extremely happy to be here to see that this project is off the ground. I recall when I became Minister of Social Cohesion, I had a visit from Sister Dolly and Brother Yog and some others, and what I admire about this group of people is their determination and their resilience. They meant that they had to have this project. of the ground.
As a part of the official launch, there was a cultural presentation and a ceremonial blessing of the site. Crystal Stahl for InfoHub.
Delicia Haynes now tells us that it is Glaucoma Week. Citizens, especially those above the age of 40, are being encouraged to get screened.
Free eye screening for glaucoma is being offered at the Georgetown Public Hospital's eye clinic from March 12 to 16. According to ophthalmologist Dr. Janelle Sarju-Kanai, glaucoma is irreversible. Glaucoma is a group of diseases that damages the eye's optic nerve and can result in vision loss and blindness. However, with early detection and treatment, you can often protect your eyes against serious vision loss.
Glaucoma is actually a progressive disease of the eye that affects the nerve at the back of the eye. You can't see it, so it's at the back. We only use special equipment in order to check at the back of the eye so we see the optic disc.
In most cases, glaucoma could be hereditary, but anyone is at risk. Persons are being urged to get their eyes screened regularly for glaucoma since there are not specific symptoms.
It doesn't cause any symptom at all until it's in the very advanced stages. That's when we can't do anything much for the patient. So you won't get any pain, you won't get any redness of the eye or any other symptom at all. The only chance that the only case you would actually get some amount of pain is something called acute glaucoma.
World Glaucoma Week 2018 is being observed under the theme, Go Get Your Eyes Tested for Glaucoma, Save Your Sight. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
Matthews Ridge residents in Barima-Waini Region 1 are thrilled at the economic prospects the resuscitation of the manganese project will bring to their community. However, they are calling for a meeting with the major players carrying out the project, a request which Regional Chairman Brentnell Ashley says can be facilitated. Alexis Rodney was there and filed this report.
The chairman was part of a delegation headed by Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan, which visited several communities in the Barima-Waini region. On Saturday, March 10, Minister Bulkan met with residents of the village. One of the concerns raised was their lack of knowledge about the project and the need for the Guyana Manganese Company to meet with them.
There is a need for a team to come here and let the people know what is the situation. But all we do is just look at ghosts moving around. We see these people over a year, moving, going, coming.
The regional chairman told residents that the council had recently met with the company and had requested a proposal from it on how the RDC can lend its support.
My concern as regional chair is not to say, yes, a company come into the region, we want them to work and provide jobs, but it must be something that is sustainable, that the people can benefit from, and that they will not be shortchanged at the end of the day.
Last Monday, during a visit to the site, Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman charged the company to honor its corporate social responsibility and had singled out the community hospital for attention in this regard. When the construction of the plant commences in July later this year, some 550 Guyanese are expected to be employed. The manganese extraction is expected to begin in early 2019. Alexis Rodney for InfoHub.
We conclude today's edition of InfoHub with Renetta LaFleur, who tells us that 20 Cuyuni Mazaruni residents will be lending their voices and talents to the Bartica radio station.
Close to 20 persons in Cuyuni Mazaruni Region 7 are being trained in radio broadcasting, which will see them producing local content for the recently commissioned Radio Bartica.
The intention is to provide an idea of events taking place in the region. The trainees, who were selected by the regional administration, hail from various communities in Region 7. Communication specialist Dr. Rovin Deodat explains.
They're learning the ABCs of broadcasting. They're learning about the voice, they're learning about pronunciation, they're learning about reading and presentation, they're learning about research and interviewing, all these things. Once they start that, the intention or the hope is that each day of the week, they can provide 2 or 3 or even 4 hours of local programming.
The training forms part of the Regional Radio Stations of Guyana program, birthed from the Office of the Prime Minister in collaboration with NCN and the regional administrations and village councils. Through the program, 5 radio stations have since been established. Chief of Staff at the Office of the Prime Minister, Omar Bissoon, explained the phases of the program.
Phase 1 is the setting up of the physical infrastructure, which is actually building the radio station, building the studio, the transmission hut, and making sure people are receiving it on the radio. Phase 2 is the phase that we're in now, which is where Dr. Robin Deodat is leading in training local broadcasters so that we can have local content on Radio Bartik.
The participants were all confident that the training will further boost their skills.
Being a part of this program will help me to gain more confidence. I will be able to express myself more freely.
It will benefit me in helping to continue the advocacy that I've been doing for poetry because I'm a lover of poetry.
The training continues for the next 6 weeks at the Bartika Training Resource Center.
Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.